Well, hello, my crazy gig workers, my brothers and sisters out there hustling around every single day, like like our job depended on it. Isn't that a funny saying? So I was just having some Wicked Joe's big house. It comes in a bright turquoise bag, pretty good. And so here I am, ready to do another day of gig work. I think I'm going to begin with Uber ride share this morning. It's 4:30 as I record this. And then I'll switch over to Instacart. Yesterday, I was all alone in the dugout, which is where the Doug shopper um, works out of, drive up and go. Interesting. And she had me on my own and just was someplace else. But it was so crazy. Some were busy that I had a couple of, shops that I did and got them ready and staged them and learned all the different terms, ambient for those things that don't go in a refrigerator, and then chilled, and then the freezer. And one of the terms, as I was reading the Doug Shopper Bible, was Wibby. Would I buy it? And I think that that's a real good term to think of when it comes to produce and meats and how we're going to package them for the customer, Wibby, and also for canned goods. And it those little damaged cans can sneak in at any time. And sometimes the tough part, like I was in carrots, I was in the canned vegetables getting carrots, don't you know? They had sliced, they have whole, they have low sodium, they have no salt. I'm telling you, the carrot category just never ended. And so the way people, often neglected, there's actually somebody overnight that just relines up everything so it matches that little barcode. I wouldn't want that job. I'd be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs by 4 a.m. on night number one. And so, so you need 4 cans of the sliced low sodium carrots, and you feel so lucky, and it's like, oh yeah, they're all there. You can see all the cans, and you get to number two, and it's like no salt, and it's like trying to find. So they get all messed up again because you're trying to find the ones that you need, and when you find them, they're dinged. Would I buy it? I don't know. I don't think so. So we have to be real careful in doing our shopping. But I like that little saying, and it kind of sticks with me. And I'm one of those that likes little initialed things, just to FYI. Yeah. And so would I buy it? And think about that. Now, one of the things that's very interesting, it was funny the first time I had it. So on the computer, I bring up the prep foods, and it brings up meat, packaged meat, which like I don't need to like drop off with the butcher, but of course it has the deli items. And so I pulled it up, and so it prints out, a half a pound of this and a half a pound of that, and it does things in half a pound. So if you need a pound of Land Lakes cheese, it's going to do 2 half pounds, which is kind of nice because then you've got one unopened package that doesn't get the air to make it age faster. Um, and so you give it to them at the beginning of your shop. It's a different route. I take a different route or route when I'm doing Instacart. I start in produce and bang that out and then move along through the rest of the store. But with them, you start with aisle number two. So it's the ambient aisles. And I like that. That stays with me too. So I'm shopping the canned and packaged and, the things that can sit on a shelf stable things. And then swing through health and beauty, which is usually at the end. And then up the bakery, um, dairy, frozen area, then meats, then produce, then check out. So it is kind of different. I don't mind, but as I get better at it, I can kind of see because I still like the Instacart way of getting the produce done first. Because sometimes when there's 20 items of produce, which there always is in the summer, people just love their fruit. I thought somebody was making like adult beverage punches or something. They were getting 7 Up, coconut, cream of coconut, pineapple, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. And strawberries, all the stuff that floats on top, kind of fun. And she said no, she just that's how she replenishes her husband and sons do landscaping, and so that's what she buys them to replenish themselves when they're working, to put some sugar and liquid in them, I guess. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, Wibby. So another interesting occurrence, excuse me, I'll probably be able to see it more as a cashier. But I didn't see any Instacart people yesterday because I bagged quite a lot of orders. So it was interesting. So nobody else was doing Instacart either. I never went on to see what I was missing so I could go, oh, God, if I wasn't scheduled, you know. Um, and so I never saw what I was missing. But I was heading up, and doesn't this sound funny, to get my coffee for my coffee break. So I was heading upstairs to heat it up in the microwave in the, lunchroom thing. And I saw 2 women not speaking English. I couldn't even determine what they were doing. Now, is this a bot situation? Let me know. They both had phones and they both had, obviously Instacart on them. But can you have 2 phones that have the same order on it? Because they were going through it and determining who was doing which and what. Maybe they break it up by sections, like you do the dairy. I'll go over here to the frozen and get the Stouffer's and the Smat ones and stuff like that. I don't know. But is that what bots look like in the store? They have the same shopping, the same order on 2 different phones. What do you think? Is that how that goes? I know we talk a lot about it, but what does it look like in action? So, those of you that know bots in action, let me know. It was just very curious how they're doing it. And so it's just interesting. It's going on, I guess, everywhere. And it might not even be the big orders, it just might be orders, period. I don't know. But it was very interesting yesterday because really, literally, every register was engaged. And I didn't see in all of my bagging, I saw no Instacart or shipped orders. I think we do some shipped. Now, one of the things they do now is that they have, it's called 3PL, and that is a private vendor service people sign up for, just like we do with DoorDash and how Instacart used to be pickup only in the stores. I don't know how it is where you are, but it used to be an Instacart shopper shopped it, but that's all they did was the in-store shopping. And then an Instacart full service shopper, FSS, would pick it up. Now it's this vendor service, so I want to check it out because I know that one of the um, Doug shoppers that I work with does Instacart and the delivery service. So all those bags that are staged, like how it used to be with Instacart, are picked up by her and delivered. And so it's another gig option that I didn't know about until, I was being trained for this. So do any of you know about that? It's called 3PL. So I'm going to check that out as well because it comes over. And then DoorDash is now affiliated, at least with this store, and they too will pick up grocery orders. They haven't done too many, but DoorDash, it's an order. And so if you still do DoorDash, it could be, pick up at Shaw's and, 4 bags, 2 cases of water, and, 1 bag of freezer items. I don't know. So it's all very interesting. And I love the different layers that all start making sense with it. But yeah, any of you that know what bot shoppers look like in the store when they're acting, is that part of the deal when you buy a bot? I don't know what that means, but does that mean that you can get the same order on different phones so you can shop faster, make more money faster, and screw us faster and more? I don't know. So anyway, it's time for me to go get some more Big House. And I will see you here the next time. Definitely a lot better than yesterday's video, right? At least I'm working. I'll see you the next time. Thanks for being here so much. This has been Sarah, Instacart Pearls of Wisdom. Bye-bye for now.